morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. It's still chilly here in Florida. Missed my walk this morning just because I didn't want to turn on the camera. But anyway, we had an awesome day. Full day. Been talking about strategy. It's December. So December is strategy. What are we doing for 2025 type of meetings. So we've been doing that all day. Got some exciting stuff coming in the pipeline. Excited to share it with you when we're ready to. But lots of stuff in the works. Today's video. So today's video, we're going to kind of continue on the whole what I had going on a couple days ago with Harley Davidson and what's happening with them. But this is a little different. So yesterday I put out a post on Facebook and I asked everybody what their top 5 motorcycle companies are, because I honestly believe the entire motorcycle industry as a whole is struggling. So I asked everybody what their top 5 were, and I'm doing these in no certain order, but the top 5 that they mentioned was Suzuki, Polaris or Indian, Harley, Honda, and Triumph. And then like Yamaha and Kawasaki were right there too. But anyway, those were the top 5 that everybody mentioned when I asked them what their top 5 motorcycle companies were. So I took those top 5 motorcycle companies and I said, what is a good way to kind of judge how they're doing? So I thought, let's look up their stock prices. So that should give us, I did a year to date. So I looked up all their stock prices. Triumph, you'll notice, is not in this group because they're not publicly traded. So I can't tell you what their stock prices are. But I could look up the others. And I threw in Yamaha and Kawasaki as well, just because you guys mentioned them. And I couldn't do Triumph. So let's start out, like I said, no certain order, right? So we have Suzuki. Suzuki stock price is $43.50. And they're actually up 4.47% year to date. So for 2024, their stock price has raised 4.47%. Not horrible, right? I mean, that's not record breaking, but not horrible. They're up. Next in line, Honda. So Honda Motor Company, and you know, Honda, like a lot of these Kawasaki's, Yamahas and all, they have way more stuff in their repertoire than just motorcycles. So does Polaris, I mean, all of those. But anyway, Honda, they are at $25.78 a share, and they are down 16.27% for the year. So they've had a 16% loss in stock value. So, you know, stock value basically gives you, you know, the value of the company and their like future earning potential. That's kind of a real short way of putting that. But anyway, that is where Honda's at. And then we have Yamaha. Yamaha is actually $8.85 a share, and it's down 2.53%. Big one, Kawasaki. So Kawasaki, they do a lot of heavy equipment and all, but their stock is $17.04. They're up 93.68%. I can pretty much guarantee you that is not off of motorcycle sales. But like I said, they do a lot of other things. I know they're into heavy equipment, aerospace, like they're all over the place. But that's one company that has definitely thrived in 2024. Let's go next with Polaris. So Polaris, of course, they do lots of like side-by-sides. They have the slingshots. Of course, they have Indian. They have a variety of stuff. Their stock is the most valuable stock of all of these. It's $65.54 per share. They're down 30.54%. They have lost 30% value in their stock in 2024. So whatever portion of their sales is all the motorsports, like they're really hurting. That is definitely a big hit, a 30% loss. Then last but not least, Harley Davidson. So Harley Davidson, their stock is $33.27 per share. That is down 8.32% in the past year. So as you can see, every one of them is down except Suzuki and Kawasaki. And like I said, Kawasaki, I know they're in a lot of other things, and I guarantee you that motorcycles is not what's driving it. Suzuki, I'm not sure about, but I know Suzuki also has trucks and stuff. Honda's the same way. I don't know what all Polaris makes. Like, I know they do side-by-sides. I know that they have Indian, and I know that they have Slingshot. I don't know what other parts, pieces, what other manufacturing that they have to judge this off of, but 30%, that's a pretty big number to lose. But anyway, as you can see, in a whole, the motorcycle industry is struggling. All of those stocks, pretty much all of those stocks, are down. And I imagine if you could see Triumph's numbers, they would probably be down as well. But I figured that was like a good snapshot of what the world looks like. Now, the other thing I want to add to this was the other day I was talking about how Harley Davidson had partnered with Champion, and I made a mistake. So I'll own my mistake. Another guy mentioned it. I had already figured out my mistake, but he mentioned it in the thing. It wasn't Champion spark plugs that they partnered with. It was Champion Athletic Clothing. Let me repeat that. The motorcycle company didn't partner with the spark plug company that they use in their bikes, but they partnered with an athletic clothing company. Make that make sense. Why would Harley Davidson not partner up with someone that creates motorcycle stuff? What am I missing here? What am I missing? Are they trying to reach out to the athletic brand and bring them over and make them ride motorcycles? I do not get it. And a lot of people are like, yeah, that's Champion's like a Kmart brand. Back in the day, it definitely was. But I wanted to correct that. That makes even less sense to me than Champion spark plugs, but whatever. It doesn't make any sense. I can't figure out what their point is. But anyway, I wanted to correct that here on video so you guys could all make of it what you want. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's what I was kind of doing a little digging on today, and thought it was interesting. Wanted to share it with you. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.